So you want to start a new project in the Unity Hub. You open up your Unity Hub, select New, and then there are all these options where you can choose from. So you don't really know which one is best. Looking online, you still don't know what's best. So I'm trying to explain to you right now what is the best choice for your project. Let's go. First of all, if you want to make a really simple project, you are an indie developer or with a very small team, you don't need many assets and you want a small project like I said, then 2D or 3D are just fine to get started with. The 3D with extras, they come with different presets and example content. Now this is not what I need, so I would stay away from this one. If you want really high graphic definition, go with the high definition render pipeline. This is with the standard render pipelines, and this is the high definition render pipeline. Now, if you make normal games, you don't need this one. It's just for really good graphics. Compare it with the AAA games. Now, if you're a small studio or you're an indie game developer, you don't really need this, because to really make use of the high definition render pipeline, you probably need to have a lot of great assets with different shaders, complex graphics, and will only slow your game down. But then this one is pretty interesting. The Universal Render Pipeline. This is formerly known as the Lightweight Render Pipeline. And it comes with different presets and all the tools for good performance and graphic quality. And it's called Universal because it can be used for everything. 2D games, 3D, and any of these below. It's just universal. That's where the name from. And Unity themselves said that in the future, most projects will be starting from this template. So this will be the future. One problem that I have with this is many assets and many tools are still buggy in this version. So you need to convert them to the Universal Render Pipeline. But what you can also do is start with the 3D project and then later on convert it to the Universal Render Pipeline. There are many tutorials online how to do that and how to convert your assets into the URP pipeline. Now, this is something that I will probably do. So right now my project is still in 3D because I wanted to have an empty project, and right now I may use post-processing effects and the Universal Render Pipeline. So I might transition from my project to this one. And it should be fairly easy to do so following a few tutorials. Now these ones below are more specific. So the Fps Microgame is just a little game to learn Unity with pre-built first-person shooter materials. The karting microgame, same as this one, also for a platformer, and the Lego microgame. So if you really want to build your own racing game, your own shooting game, I will still suggest you go with the 3D one, because you don't really know the code that they put in, and I will start from scratch. So I would use these if you're still learning Unity and want to learn more about the Unity interface. Now this is an auto showroom. You know the famous commercials where they show off cars and they spin around very fancy. This is an example of how to do it. VR is virtual reality, but you put on VR headsets, like for example with Oculus Rift, and then you're into a whole new virtual world. There's a little difference with AR, that is augmented reality. So you can still see the world, but also it is with digital assets included. A famous example of augmented reality is Pokemon Go. You can still see your own living room, the street, the world, but there are Pokemons spawned within it. Now, if you want to make a mobile game, you want to make a 2D or 3D mobile game, these templates are just set up so you can easily go with the mobile versions. So they're already predefined, but you can still create from a 2D or 3D game still a mobile game, or starting from a Universal Render Pipeline into a mobile game. Now if you want to make a mobile game, I wouldn't go with the HDR render pipeline, because the graphics will be just too demanding for these tools. So if you go with the high definition, it's for console and for your desktop. So for normal computers, laptops, or Xbox and PlayStation. This one goes with anything, and these templates are to make it simple. I started off with this one because I can still upgrade it to the Universal Render Pipeline, and I hope right now you have more insight on what is your best template or render pipeline to go with. Now I want to hear from you. Let me know in a comment section below which ones of these templates will you select for your project and why did you choose that one for your project. Really want to know. So good luck with your future projects. Please like the video if you liked the video, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell symbol. That way you will get notified whenever I upload a new video. And remember to have a great day. See you next time.